I'm Harrison Graham. I'm battling a loss of voice, bit of a sore throat, but we're going to push through it here on this video. Bears mock draft 14.0, and this 7-round mock draft comes with a twist, and that twist is this. I have to trade every current Bears pick. So what that means is every current pick that they have, which will flash on screen for you guys, I don't make a selection with that pick. So number 10 overall, I either have to trade up or down. Number 39, same deal. 41, so on and so forth. Now, that does not mean I'm literally trading every time I'm on the clock, because certain trades will move other picks that are in the future, if that makes sense. Like, I could move 148 when I'm trading at 39, for example. So, doesn't mean I'm going to trade 7 times, but I am trading all 7 of these picks within the trades that I'm doing today. So I end up trading down from 10. Thought about trading up, but I'm going to trade down. With the Colts, they send me 14 and 80, pick up a third-round pick to move back 4 slots. I think it's a buyer's market. In certain years, you might get a day 3 pick here as well, but don't necessarily think you will this year. So pick up an extra third to move down from 10 to 14. And then I take Mykel Williams, the edge out of Georgia, player I was really high on early in the draft process. Didn't fully sour, but didn't test quite as good as I thought. And I've kind of circled back to him. I do like the player. I think he's a top 15 type of guy in this draft. Really high floor, in my opinion. He's already an excellent run defender. He had 5 sacks last year despite fighting through pretty serious high ankle sprain. So I like the competitive character and toughness. And he's only 20 years old. He turns 21 in July. So this is a guy that if he hits after his rookie deal, he's only going to be like 24. Whereas certain guys in this draft, you would be drafting at 24 years old. So I think in a trade down, Mykel Williams is a good value. At 10, in certain scenarios, it would be fine. I wouldn't love it depending on who's available. But to get an extra third and get him at 14, I'm cool with it. I like him better than Shamar Stewart. He checks Dennis Allen boxes. He's long, big, strong, and athletic. At 14, I think that's a spot where I would like Mykel Williams. I'd be cool with it there. Okay, got to trade again. I'm trading up. So I'm going to do the trade down in round 1 and then trade back up into round 1. So I get 26 from the Rams. They only have 2 picks in the first 3 rounds. They pick at 26 and 90, so they kind of add more capital here. I send 39 and 72 over to the Rams. So, again, I've sent 2 of those original picks over here in this trade. And then at 26, I trade up for Josh Conerly Jr. We just did our live Chat Sports mock draft live on Thursday for anyone who joined us. Conerly fell to us at 39. I don't think that's super likely. In fact, I'm not convinced he falls to 26 here. He might be my 3rd favorite offensive lineman in this draft after Will Campbell and Armand Mimbu. There's a world that exists where Josh Conerly is the best left tackle in this draft. I still think he's improving. I thought he had a really good Senior Bowl. He's got long arms. I think they're 34.5-inch arms. So he checks that box much better than a Will Campbell or a Kelvin Banks. I like him better than Banks as a pure left tackle. You could argue Banks' versatility is more valuable. He was off the board at this point for anyone who was wondering. But I think in the mid-20s, the value's tremendous. So trade up, get Conerly, send a third over to the Rams in the process as well. If you're excited for the NFL draft, hit that like button on today's video because it's almost here, man. In less than a week, we're going to be talking the real deal. So go ahead and hit that like button. All right, got to hydrate. Throat's battling here. Okay. Trading up again because I can't pick at 41. So I trade 41 and 148 to the Broncos. Trade down 10 spots, get 51 and 85. So move down 10 spots, pick up a third, ship out a 5th. I'd probably do that on draft night because, again, I think you get in this range of picks. They're all pretty similar caliber of player. And then I get Mason Taylor, the tight end out of LSU. Not sure he'll get there, kind of like Conerly. I'm like, yeah, not sure, but it's not crazy. It's not egregious. I think he's a top 40, 45-ish player, so 51, not crazy out of the realm of possibility. I do think he has emerged as the number 3 tight end in this draft after Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland. Just kind of well-rounded. Solid blocker, good hands. Not going to give you a ton after the catch, but he's reliable, can run the route tree from the tight end position. I think he could come in, be your number 2 guy. Durham Smythe could slide back, be your 3. And that's a much better room than what you currently have. Kmet, Taylor, Smythe. That would be much better than what you've had in recent years. So I love Mason Taylor in the second round. Love him even more if you trade back 10 spots, get him at 51 versus 39 or 41. I think Dane Brugler has him at like 33, 34 on his big board, so you get him at, 15, 20 picks later. I love the value. I love Mason Taylor in round 2. I think round 1's rich. I've seen some people throw that out there. I would not take him in the first round, but in the second round, I think he's worth it. What's also worth it is Rocket Money, because you know what they're going to help you do? Save money. And we could all do more of that, right? We could all do with more money to work with in our accounts. And that is what Rocket Money is here to help you do. They are a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, help lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Excuse me. We all have things we spend money on, bad habits, right? Daily coffee at our local coffee shop. Subscriptions that our buddies suggest we sign up for to watch whatever TV show, then we never use that service again, and we're spending 10, 15, 20 bucks per month. It adds up, and it adds up quick. And Rocket Money, what they do well is they kind of show you right in front of you what you're spending your money on. Like, oh, you're spending this much on these 12 subscriptions, and you're also paying for this online newspaper that you probably haven't read in 6 months, and yada, yada, yada. And if you want to cancel any of those, with a few taps of buttons, you can do that, and Rocket Money will kind of serve as a middleman for you. That way you don't have to deal with back and forth customer service. You can get alerts within the app if bills increase in price, which that's good to know. We know that these services that we're all paying for, phone bill, et cetera, they like to jack up your price. So if that happens, you can consider other options. You can even upload your bills to Rocket Money, and they'll try to find you a better price by up to 20% decrease, which would be fantastic, obviously. Add that up over a few bills. You're talking about hundreds of dollars per month in some cases. Check out Rocket Money, rocketmoney.com/Bears now. Can't recommend it enough. 5 million users and counting have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 per year when they use all the app's premium features. rocketmoney.com/Bears now. It's rocketmoney.com/Bears now. Oh, man. Voice is just completely cooked. RJ Harvey. We haven't talked a lot about RJ Harvey, and maybe that's a shame because to me, I think he's my favorite running back after the core 5. He has been so productive the last 2 years. Over or right at 3,000 rushing yards, 42 total touchdowns. 42. He was their offense at UCF the last couple of years. He's kind of built like a bowling ball, but he's got juice. It's like 5'8", 5'9", but he's got tree trunks for legs. He can make you miss in space. He'll run you over. I think he's got untapped potential as a pass catcher, too. When they threw to him, there were good results. They just didn't do it a lot. He's my favorite back after the top 5, which is Ashton Genty, Amarian Hampton, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Johnson, and Travion Henderson. Harvey would be my next guy. Now, the one downside, he is a 6-year college player, so he's a little older. But to me at running back, I don't look as much at age. I look at usage. He's under 600 carries in college. So there's still plenty of tread on those tires, I think. I think he could come in and potentially start, and at worst, be a complimentary piece with DeAndre Swift. All right, a Cullen draft crush, Danny Stutsman. Number 85 overall. Again, these trades have already happened, but as you can see, none of those were original picks that the Bears had. I think this kid's getting slept on a little bit the more I've looked into him. Better athlete than I would have expected. Ran a 4.52. Really good when he's playing downhill. Sometimes he can get caught cheating in the backfield and his eyes, kind of get caught cheating down, play action, stuff like that. But good tackler. You can Use him as a blitzer if you want to. Really good run defender. I think good enough in coverage. The Bears obviously just extended TJ Edwards, so he's going to be here for a couple more years. But Tremaine Edmunds' future is very much in doubt. If he does not have a good year, I think the Bears pivot. So if they have the foresight of that, which I'm sure they do, then drafting a linebacker is very much on the board. Third round, if they get a fourth-round pick via trade, that could be a possibility. But Stutsman in round 3, I think, is kind of the sweet spot for him. So I get him at 85 overall. Subscribe to the channel. My doctor told me if we get 20 new subscribers, my voice would magically come back. So I would greatly appreciate that. Videos every single day. Draft just around the corner. I need my voice for the draft, so please subscribe. Completely made that up, but maybe it'll work. I would appreciate it. Okay, then I'm going to use my 2 7th-round picks because I got to trade both of those just to get back into the 6th round. I'll just take one player instead of 2, and that is Andrew Armstrong, the wide receiver out of Arkansas. I think he's a deep sleeper, 6'4". He was pretty productive, ran a 4.5 flat, so pretty solid speed at that size. They threw to him a bunch, almost 15 yards per catch. So I'm kind of intrigued, especially when you get late on day 3. Arkansas also has that Tesla receiver. I think I like Armstrong better, actually. I think he's got more big play ability. Only 1 touchdown, but I think there's a scenario where he could develop and be a contributor in the NFL. Okay, there you have it, my mock draft 14.0, where I trade every original pick. So I end up with 6 players instead of 7. Mykel Williams at 14, Josh Conerly at 26, both first-round picks. Mason Taylor at 51, a second-round pick. RJ Harvey, Danny Stutsman in round 3 at 80 and 85, and then Andrew Armstrong at 215. Grade this Bears mock draft, A, B, C, D, or F. Let us know how we did down in the comment section below, A, B, C, D, or F. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will see you guys very soon with more draft content. Hopefully the next video you watch, my voice is in better condition than this one. Subscribe and bear down.